Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. Something a bit different this evening. We're talking about a camera, a vintage camera. So this is a Butcher and Sons Klimax plate camera, built between the beginning of the 1900s and the 1920s, so it's really about over 100 years old. And I'm going to show you it, and I'm going to tell you a few things about the camera. Beautiful leather case, and I'm just going to put the leather case over there. So here, I'm showing you in this cloth bag, this canvas bag, we've got the various plate holders because this worked on glass plate. So you would be glass plate or cut film. You would put it in here, right? And then each photograph, one glass plate. So you'd have to slide it in and then pull this part here out. But we might see that, do a technical demonstration towards the end of the video. Here we have all sorts of different plate holders, either plate or, where are we? We've got various other parts here. This is for cut film sheath, Kodak for example. You'd also use for this type of camera. So either plates, glass plates, or cut film. So, but now we'll have a look at the camera. And I'll tell you a few things about this camera. So this camera belonged to a friend of my grandfather's. He was Professor Charles Giles he worked in Glasgow, he was on Cheltenham in England, and he was a professor of chemistry at the Strathclyde Institute of Technology, now University of Strathclyde in Glasgow. And he passed away in 1984, and my grandfather was his testamentary curator, and eventually inherited all his camera equipment. And eventually, after my grandfather passed away in 1999, I inherited this camera. And now, I've kept it many years. I don't have a use for it because I learned to photograph in analogue, but I never used such a thing. I used film cameras. And in 2003, I switched to digital. And I've sold this camera. But I've sold it to a young person who is actually going to use it. And I'm telling you who she is, because she's a young woman of 28. You find her on Instagram as viaggio_analogico. In fact, I'll just show you her on my telephone right there. Viaggio analogico. She's called Martina Vernile. She's from Abruzzo in the center of Italy. And she started, her mother had a film camera, and she's young, she was born in 98. And she started using it as, am I in view now or, yes, okay. And she started using it when she was a teenager. And she developed an interest in proper analog photography. And she's at the art school now, and she's working with plate cameras using all sorts of very early technologies like salted paper and all sorts of things that I have no idea about or silver, is it silver plate? Anyway, lots of variant. Look her up on Instagram, and I'll also include the link to her website, her personal website, in the description box. Really fantastic things. So I put this for sale on Vinted, and eventually she wrote to me, and she asked me, this person just asked a very technical question, just asking me if I could make her a video with the speeds of the shutter. And as soon as I read such a request, I realized that was a question by a very competent person, and it was a question by a person who was planning to really use the camera, not just to keep this vintage camera as an ornament. So now I'm just going to show you the camera because I'm going to pack it and I'm going to post it. And I'm really very happy this camera is going to be used as a camera and is going to produce art, the art of photography. So that's enough. chin wagging for the moment, and let's have a look at the camera. So, once you open it, I'm closing it again, and now it's a technical demonstration. So to open the camera, you press this button here, and it shoots out like that. That was a bit rough. Then you pull the lens out, you pull the camera bellows out, being careful, and you pull it out until it engages on this sled here. This is the focusing sled. You'll hear a click in a minute. There, now it's engaged. Focus is by means of this knob here. You pull this knob out. You can zoom out a bit so that they can see better the whole image. Thank you. I'm giving instructions to them. I'm being the director. And you press this lever down here, and this engages the focus. So you, from infinity, and you go down 30 feet, 15 feet, 10 feet, 8 feet, 6 feet, 5 feet. Then you can also regulate the lens. If you zoom out further back a bit like that, you can also regulate it in height by turning this knob here. So I'm just going to pull it back now to there. How do you take a photograph on this thing here? Maybe if you sit down, it's more comfortable. Or is it okay like that? Okay. Okay, camera woman knows what she's doing. A big thanks to the camera woman. She's looking at her phone with screwing her eyes up as well. So, we've got excuse me, because I have difficulty now as well. Here there are the apertures, which are regulated under here. And here we have the speeds, the shutter speeds. So right now I've got it set for 50th of a second. And I don't have to cock the shutter on this camera. I just, there. Or I can just press this. You use this device here to reduce shaking. There we go. Here on top, now there was a spirit level here, but the alcohol has disappeared. And this is the viewfinder. The viewfinder, and now I'm going to pretend I'm photographing, you could move back a bit, camera woman. I'm pretending I'm photographing the camera woman right now. And I'm looking in my viewfinder, which is a prismatic viewfinder, but the camera woman is actually upside down in this viewfinder. But there is also another viewfinder here, a Galilean type viewfinder, which allows me, watch, to take a photograph of the camera woman like this, or also like this, a horizontal photograph. So this is the camera, and now I'll show you how to close the camera, because of course closing is the opposite. I think that's okay. So first of all we have to disengage the bellows. We just push them back. This beautiful mechanism, how it all folds, huh? There. We put this away in there out of the road. Then we press these two parts here, where you put your fingers, and this way we re-engage the rail, right? And that way we just shut the camera. Here are the two threads to fit it to the tripod, and this is the rear of the camera. The rear of the camera, you can either open this aperture here and there's a piece of wire here that opens it up. So I think this is to do with when you're working in your sort of hooded dark, I don't really remember this exactly. My grandfather explained me a long time ago. You see that this part here has to be covered, otherwise the light would go in. And that's one way to work. Just put that down. And the other way to change the actual, and you would load your plates or your film covered. So you take the photograph and then you're covered with a dark cape, and you're working in the dark. Because the other way to put your plate, you lift this out like so, and you load your plate or film in here, and then you have to close this again. But please, you follow Viaggio Analogico, and there's also a YouTube channel, and you'll probably find lots of more information on this. So, as I told you before, this, you can see here the writing, Klimax. This camera, I'm very pleased because it's going to be used. It's going to be do the job it was designed for over a century ago. So, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and go and look up Viaggio Analogico. Take a look at Martina Vernile's work, because it's really exceptional. It's photography turned into art. Cheerio, and see you next time. And the camera woman is laughing when I'm saying these things. Really, I'm trying to be serious and intellectual, and she's screwing up her face and making an absolute fun of me, not to say something worse. Cheerio, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.